What you got in your mouth, Po? What you got in your mouth? What's in there? Let me have a look. What you got in there? What? Come on. Show me what you got. No, let's have a look. What's in your mouth? Oh, you got an egg. All right, mate. You can have that. Well, homesteading life is a mighty fine life. Don't mind my dogs eating the odd chicken egg. Don't mind at all. That bloody cheeky Pukiko's just come back again. Look at him. He's been looking at the feeder. He's been watching the ducks in the feeder. And I reckon he's worked it out by now. Going over to the feeder. Oh, you clever bastard. Oh, you clever bastard. Oh, right. Well, it's either Pukiko stew. Yeah, mate. Or we've got to pick Pukiko. What's it going to be, folks? Got to give it to him, eh? I saw him watching the duck before. He's done that before, haven't you, mate? It's a cheap feed, isn't it? I bet you're the one that was pulling the asparagus out of my garden, too. Yeah, no. I saw Tilly give him a hurry up the other day. I was pretty sure he was going to have a crack at it. Now I know he's feeding for sure. He's clever bugger, eh? Yeah, you worked that one out. Anybody else out there got feeders that the Pukikos have worked out how to get the feed from? Look at him there. You can hear my voice. Probably going over now to see what's in the glass house he can destroy. It's funny seeing the old front door of the old farmhouse now. Chicken front door. Morning, ladies. Morning. That's what I was hoping. You're clucky, aren't you? We're going to take your eggs a bit later and we're going to put some duck eggs under you. Yes. We need to get this a clean out too. Keen to have a wee look under you. What you got under there, mate? Don't you bite me. What you got under there? This is we need to get this a clean out. You haven't got much under you, have you? Okay. That would be cold and dead anyway. Yeah. Smell that, can't you? You've had enough. Come on, let's go. Hey, Bigsy. There you go, mate. Hey, go for a walk. What are you doing back in your kennel? We're going for a walk, mate. She loves it, the kennel. Good kill. No, we're taking for a walk. Bigsy, come. Yeah, there's an egg in there, isn't there, eh? Might have your name on it too. Bigsy, eat up. There you go, you can have that one. It's a crack. There you go, eat up. Can't get it out? How hard will that be? There you go, eat up. Good boy. There you go. There you go. That's for you, mate. It's cracked. He'll eat that pretty quick. Hey, Trouble. How you going? Hey? Hey, Trouble. You're all out of luck, mate. They're all gone. Can hear Bigsy chomping that egg. Pace, come. Good boy. You're a bit late, mate. No, she's all gone now, buddy. Come on, let's go for a walk. Come on. Take a time. Take a time. There you go. There you go, Creamy. I'll put some shelter here just so the sheep can get out from the sun, just in here. They were using the houseboat, but it's got a fence around it now to keep them out. I planted 6 pomegranates and they're really starting to take off with the spring growth. Lovely plants. Got a couple up there in the apples. 3 over there right next to Damon's whare, his little house. It looks a little bit sad. I don't know if you can see there, but all of those apple trees next door at Harry's are all dead. Well, the ones in the closest row, they're all laying down. The digger has uprooted them all. Obviously the market for those has disappeared, so they can't afford to grow them anymore. Can you hear the noise going on there, guys? That's Construct across the road, and they're building, or they've already built it actually, my new studio. Something over there's got Poe's attention. He's on guard looking around. Something next door's going on. She's onto something. She's always in guard mode. Now Bigsy going into the duck house. Not a good sign. There's a duck egg broken there. There's been a bloody hawking or something this morning. Shit, that's not good. Morning, ladies. So we've got a duck sitting on some eggs there. This could be our first lot to hatch, maybe. I won't count my ducklings before they hatch. This is never a good sign to find though, is it? This is my other laying box I've just put in. It's an old one, but it works. Oh yeah, something's been in here, look. They've been broken. What's been in here? Maybe a hawk. Right, well, we'll take the remaining 6 out. We've lost a couple, I think. They will be fertile eggs. It's probably enough to put under our chicken anyway. I'm also going to remove the bit of yolk that's on that there. You can lick that off there, mate. There you go. Simply because it's a protein source that will get infected with either maggots or flies. I want to keep the nest free of broken eggs. Oh, yep, another one down there too. Good. 7. Just check the feeder's still working. Oh, yep, she's good. Just going to see if there's any eggs in the grass. The dogs will find them for me. They're pretty good at finding them. Hopefully they find them before they get chomped up by the hawks or the pakekos. And hopefully I find the dogs before the dogs chomp them up. Where's the egg, Po? Where's the egg, Po? Hey, good girl, Po. Where's that eggs? Good dog. Find the eggs. Find the eggs. Good dog. Well, it doesn't look like we've found anything, so had a good look along here. There were some pakekos laying some eggs down here, but I think the hawks got those too. This black-backed gull circling the ducks. Could also be that guy there that's taking the eggs easily. They'll eat eggs. He's hanging around. Not sure what's startled the sheep over at Harry's. They're all moving quite quickly there. Who knows? Well, he's certainly going to have no shortage of firewood next year with all those apple trees down. That's the dog tucker? Yeah, I know what you're thinking, mate. Yeah, right. So Bigsy's gets chopped up and Super Duck goes in the kennel. Otherwise Bigsy will bite your head off. Yes, he will. Yeah, sorry, mate. Now you know what it feels like to be a dog. I've already sprinkled some of the grass. Bigsy, eat up. This way here, he doesn't eat it so fast. He's got to find it. And it's all laid around the grass. Isn't it, mate? We don't want you choking on that bit of rope, so we'll pick that up. You can hunt you for your food. Ducky's got more sense than try and steal from Bigsy. Super Duck would, wouldn't you? Yeah, I know. It's undignified. Eat up, Po. Eat up. Here's a piece you missed. Hey, Ducky, wrap your laughing gear around that. There you go, mate. Don't say I don't care about you. Haven't quite taught Super Duck the command to stay and to wait and to sit. Have I? No. You get it all, buddy? Let's have a look. Let's check, hey? Well, there's a piece over here. It's useless. Po would have found that. Bigsy, what's over here? Bigsy, come. What's that down there, eh? Useless, dog. You would have gone back in your kennel. What else have you left behind? Anything else? Yeah, well, I can't get you out if you go over there. Come over to me. Come on. That's right. She's in your kennel, isn't she, mate? Duck, 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 duck. You coming out? You want to stay in the day? Shall I leave you in here with Bigsy? How long will that last, Bigsy, hey? Hey? I don't think she'd last too long, would she? You coming out, mate? Well, you got water in here, look. It's not that bad. I mean, what does the duck need? Yeah, mate. You don't want her in your kennel, do you? Would you like another egg, Bigsy? Would you like another chicken egg? Yeah, you can smell them, can't you? Okay. There you go. Tear into it. Don't you try and take his egg. You can eat some of that shell, are you? I reckon you two get on pretty good, actually, because you both like eating egg shell. Get some water in there. There you go, see? Not such a bad home at all, is it? Really? It's all right, mate. Don't stress. Don't stress. I'm just letting you out. There you go. You're all good. Not too bad, eh? Good dog. Come back in here and chicken's not on her eggs. They are mildly warm, but I think we're going to throw those out. Really good stuff for the garden. We don't know if they're rotten or not because the chicken's been sitting on for a while. So we just break them up. And our vegetables are brown there. with fresh hay and a bit of sawdust. I want to just sneak back inside and see if that white chicken's gone on the duck eggs yet. You guys hear me coming in, did you? Thought I have some food for you. Let's have a look in here and see if she's on a nest. Oh, she is. How about that? Right, mate, we're not going to disturb you. We're going to leave you in peace. You're going to sit there for 29 days, okay? Yes. And your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to raise 7 ducklings. I'll be happy if we get 3 out of it, to be honest. Even half would be good. So what we've got going on here is the shower from inside the farmhouse. The mix is buggered. And I can't get a bloody plumber out. Marpur plumbers are busy for another week. And Damo, you've got to start leaving your light on all the time, buddy, because I'm paying for that. So this water, I'm not wasting it because to pay for it, Murray sells me the water here. This can go to the chickens. Everything's growing here in my lettuce patch, but everything's growing full stop, and that includes the weeds. Don't mind a bit of that in my tea, but just so much here. It's out of control. These are leeks that Cora planted, and as you can see, among them, we're getting these little beets coming up here. I think that's another one there. These are self-sown ones from the beet we had growing last year. Here's a couple here, just randomly grown. I'll leave those, and I'll pull the weeds out around them. Don't mind those guys popping up. They can work together. And you'll see in the garden, this is all leeks. Well, there's a few onions there as well. This half has pretty much been weeded last week, and that was what I did the week before, and you can see in 2 weeks how much it's got to go. So this morning I'm going to weed that. That'll be my next half. And I'm looking through there to see if there's any more stuff that's actually growing up. And it looks like maybe that's a daikon radish there. I'm not sure, maybe not. We do find a few wee surprises. This looks like a little bit of fennel down here, look at that. Or maybe a bit of dill. Not sure what that is, we might leave that. But this is the bane of the bloody garden. Look at it, already starting to wrap around the plant. And they'll come back again. We can just keep on top of them a little bit so at least they don't photosynthesize and keep on growing. My dogs just started to light up in the kennel, and what they're hearing is they're hearing dogs on my neighbour's property over at Harry's, and I think what's going on is possibly they're going to round up the sheep. Well, it sounds like working dogs, but I'm going to go have a look just to make sure, because what we don't want in the countryside is loose dogs. I'm sure they're working dogs with somebody controlling them, but we have had incidents of dogs just getting loose, pet dogs, and my dogs have roamed. And where you've got livestock and you've got dogs that aren't stock proof, you get trouble. And what we don't want is a sheep getting mauled. Often it ends up in a catastrophe for the farmer and also catastrophe for the dog owner, meaning the dog often gets a bullet. It's a pretty hard and fast rule in New Zealand. Nobody likes it. Can't say I've ever shot a dog myself on my property that's come on and killed my livestock. I've tied them up generally and called the owner and said, in the case of my chickens a few years ago, well, you'll need to replace these chickens, mate, and you might want to sort your dog out. Yeah, but I couldn't shoot a dog myself, not in my heart to. I could shoot the owner though, if they don't look after their dog properly. What's going on over here? Oh yeah, up the top there. No, bloody good. That's good. Yep, they're doing some drenching, I think. It's a long way off there, but you can see they've set up their portable setup, and they're drenching now this morning. They could also be weighing as well and doing weights, but it looks like from here they're drenching. One thing I've got here on the land is I've got all these dead apple trees got knocked down. Most of them are too bitsy to really get much firewood out, but there's a little bit. And Hilary and Margaret, they're on the houseboat there, they need firewood to keep warm while it's still cold, so I'm going to cut some up. See the local paradise duck. A couple have found there's a bit of water in the sheep trough, that's why they're hanging around over there. Well, things were going great until the chain came off the sprocket. Yeah, it's off the sprocket, and screwdriver's back up at the farmhouse. The balcony at the back of the boat also makes a good roof to keep the firewood dry underneath. This little stairway you go up. If you're living on the houseboat, it's a great form of exercise. Coming inside here, it's like a different bloody world. The whole temperature in here is so warm because of the insulation and the double glazed windows. Really, really warm. These are some of the things that they make at the Magic Cottage. And this one here is a coleslaw cream. It's all natural. But what I want actually is I want one of these. They're fire starters. It's got, I'll show you what's inside it. It's got 3 little baby pine cones, and this paper on the outside is all soaked in beeswax. So it ignites. It's a really good fire starter. It goes like you wouldn't believe. I'm just going to poke it under there. So when Margaret comes home or Hillary comes home, they can touch it with a match and their apple wood can burn, and they've got a little bit to burn later on. That'll make life a bit easier when they come back home from the Homestead in Wakefield where they work. So Margaret is she's a registered nurse at the Homestead in Wakefield, and Hillary owns it. And together they are a really good team for looking after elderly people in our community, and also people that are convalescing after coming out of hospital. And I've convalesced there myself. And I've got to say that if you have someone in your life that's elderly and needing a place to go in a community that's really, really caring and will look after your parents, not just like shun them away and treat them like a number, but like a person, you couldn't find a better place in New Zealand than the Homestead in Wakefield. It's got an amazing reputation for looking after people. It's family run. They are good people that give their hearts, their souls and everything. And that's the reason that I've opened this little place up to Hillary and Margaret, because they are such giving people in our community, and it's just my way of giving something back a little bit. It's great to have them on the land, and it's great to be able to say, hey, here's a space, because right now we've got 10,000 people in New Zealand living in cars. It's so hard to get places to rent, and I'm not renting this. This is a gift, but a lot of people. It's the same with Damo. I don't charge any of my friends and family rent or board. I just make a space, and if they want to contribute a little bit to land, they can. But in the case of these lovely people here, they've given so much to our community, and to me personally too. Looked after me when I was sick. So it's a real great. I'm really happy to be able to give that opportunity back to them, to be able to have a place to stay, and they'll love living here too. It'll be good. Eventually, Margaret will move her house bus up onto the land up there, and Hillary will get a tiny home, and she'll go somewhere here too. This is only a very temporary arrangement while they're sorting themselves out, and they're doing they're working during the day, so it's a pretty busy time for them. They're full time running the homestead, and it's a full time job because they're on call 24/7. They don't just go home and turn their phone off. Their phone's going all the time. I know that because when I was having a cup of tea the other day, they get a phone call anytime, middle of the night, anytime. If a resident has a problem, they get called up by the staff there. I don't think there's any dogs that ever had so many walks as my dogs. I've done them 3 times a day, and I think Damo's probably on his 3rd time too. He's got good control of the dogs too, Damo. Calling them in nicely. Poe's just winded me. She can smell me, but she can't see me. She's trying to work out who I am. She's trying to get rid of my wind. There you go. She's just hit my wind now, and she knows it's me. Good girl, Poe. Good dog. G'day, mate. What you doing, Poe, eh? Hey? You're supposed to be going for a walk with Damo. Yes, you are. Hey, what you doing, eh, mate? Did you wind me, did you? Hey, where you go? Oh, where you go? Where you go? Where you go? Where you go? Now, Pace has seen me too. Okay. Come on, Pace. Where you go? Yeah, he's calling back in. Nice. Good. No, he's bloody good with the dogs, Damo. Excellent. This big tarpaulin belongs to me mate Arb, and I picked it up off the ground, and look at the size of these bloody slugs under it, would you? Here's another one here on the pipe. But I don't like slugs, but I know someone who does. Oh, there's another big one. The size of those guys. Beauties. Put them in there. Hey, Super Duck, bring your boyfriend over here. Look what I've got for you, mate. Check it out. Check that out, eh? Well, they're big, aren't they? They're big. You haven't seen that big before, have you? You're not going to turn your nose up at that, are you? I hope not. They're slugs, mate. You like slugs. What? They're big, big slugs. You can eat those. Yeah, come on. Get your laughing gear around that. Yeah. It's like a big bloody power. There you go, mate. Turn to it. There you go. Duck, 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 duck. Don't be fussy. They're good chomping. Or maybe those ones you can't eat. Maybe you know something I don't know. Maybe they're not the normal garden ones. Hey? You're not going to eat that, eh? Okay. Might be a different variety. Because I know Super Ducky likes the normal garden ones. You're not going to eat it, are you? What about old big boy? No. He's getting so old he can hardly walk now. He's got one bad leg. Maybe these are like snails that haven't got shells on. I mean, isn't that what a slug is? I don't know. They look slightly different to the ones in the garden. Well, Super Duck doesn't like them anyway. That's the first. You normally love slugs. Tilly's had a haircut today, haven't you? You go with Margaret, go on. You don't want those, slugs. You don't want to eat them, mate. No, you don't. You think you want to eat a slug? Yeah? She's... She didn't like that, did you, mate? Oh, jeez, Tilly. Yeah, she looked and then she's got a screwed up face. That didn't work out well at all. Did it? There, it's around the side of the bowl. You don't want that. Can you call her, Margaret?
Tilly, come. Tilly, come. Tilly, come. Tilly, come. Tilly.
Where you go, Tilly?
Get in here. Get in here.
That's how a country woman calls a dog. All that dog's being naughty.
Come.
I'll tell you what, you don't want to mess with Nurse Margaret. Tilly's been working at the homestead all day with Margaret. Yes. Ducky's seen the slugs as well. She's not that interested either. Yeah. Okay. I'm just wondering if it's the environment though. I'm wondering if they're by the water that makes a difference. Let's try that. Let's put them down here. Because when things in water. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's gone down. Yeah, okay. She's going to spit it out? No, she didn't. Here's another one in the water. Yeah, it's different. It was the bowl. Okay. Bloody good. She gonna eat that last one? That was a big one. Here we go. There's the last one now. So it was the bowl. And Super Duck's eaten all three of them. Well, that's good. You like that, Super Duck? That's a big feed, eh? And you missed out, Ducky. Yes, you did. Did you enjoy that? Yeah. Slug fest. What I'm doing here is I'm going to put this tarpaulin, spread out over this big pile of dirt. Well, there's another slug, and I'm going to gather every slug out of this too for Ducky and Super Duck. And that's going to stop this grass from photosynthesising and eventually it'll die. It's called the no-dig method. Then after a couple of months you take the covers back, you can grow stuff on this. But look at the slugs in here. And I do want to get them all because A, I don't want them on the ground, and B, it's feed for my duck. She's slugs sitting around here. And little slugs become big slugs. Oh, look at them all. Geez, I'm getting hungry myself just looking at them. Sure, a bit of garlic and butter, you can fry that up. Ah, no, we'll give it a miss. I think they're actually quite toxic for human slugs. Look at this big monster crawling away down here. Look at the size of this. Looks like a bloody snake. Mate, you're huge. Look at the side of my finger. That's a big slug. You're a big boy, aren't you? Got some worms there too. No, they're good for the ground. Well, big one under there as well. Slug City, alright. Yeah, someone in my garden, eh? Pinching some of my food, eh? Help yourself. It's my pocket knife, that's easier for you. No good silver beets.
I love silver beet.
Yeah, it's nice, eh?
Yeah.
There's a beet leaf there. Yeah, they're good.
Cool.
In that time, look who's got away, old mate. Yeah, old worm getting away too. Well, he can get away. It's the slugs I want to give the ducks to.
Well, we want the worms in the garden.
Yeah, they get the garden. Yeah, duck, 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 duck. I can call Super Duck. Let's try a bit of water in here and see what goes on there. There you go. Ducky, you haven't had one yet. You want to try one? Fine cuisine. Want to try one? Yeah. Yeah, she's into it. Oh, she's, yeah, straight into it. She's learnt the art of eating slugs. They're a big slug to eat too, those ones. They're monsters. Here's another one, straight in. I tell you what, Ducky, you got to be quick, mate. They'll be all gone before you know it. I'll try putting one in the water and see if it makes a difference. Oh no, you got to be fast around here. Here you go. Put them just in the water. Tuck, 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 tuck. Tuck, 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 tuck. Ah, there she goes. She got one. You gotta be quick, mate. One left. You just got one right beside you. So old Ducky had one, that was it. It's a lot of food in one of those. You're not really into them, are you? Maybe Muscovies don't do slugs. She's right beside, but she's not interested in it. Super Duck's boyfriend's not that keen to come too close to me either. Probably thinks he's going to lose his head. He's not though. He's a breeding duck. Hey, Super Duck, you slug muncher. Got another one here for you. She's trying to make us get away. Over here, bud. Yeah, come over here, mate. There you go, over there. It's making us get away, look. Yeah. Oh, loving it. She's just cleaned up there. Another probably dozens of big slugs. And Ducky's watching. Slow as hell. You missed out, Ducky. You didn't get one. No, gotta be quick. Strawberry's starting to grow. I reckon we're in for a hot summer this year in New Zealand. And water might be a premium. I hope we're not going to get shortages. The weather's certainly quite different to what it was last year, temperature-wise and water-wise. This little self-seeded lettuce is growing. Beautiful. Check out these lilies I planted a while ago. Just waiting for them to pop out. There's another nice one there. Without water, nothing really grows. Then we don't have food. So dock, which is actually a weed, is also a plant you can eat. Young dock, you can eat that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. This garlic is looking really good, isn't it? It's going to be a good crop this year. We've just got to keep on top of these weeds, and we'll have a good crop of leeks too. These weeds around them take a lot of the nutrition out of the plant. This is also baby dock. It's prolific. Geez mate, you're getting smothered by weeds, aren't you? Not much chance to get away. Yeah. It's an ongoing process. These homesteading videos, I know they're not that interesting, watching old Clay out in the garden, farting around with his lettuces and talking to his dogs and feeding his duck slugs, but that's what I'm doing right now. It's my life, and I make videos of what I'm doing. It's a reality channel. And the reality is, if you're homesteading, like to say, oh, it's a simple life. It's actually a life that involves a lot of hard work, fixing things that are broken, looking after livestock, weeding and more weeding, and occasionally you have a good moment where you shoot a fat rabbit or you pull something out of the garden that's exciting, but most of the time it's just a lifestyle to live. I love it. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Be good, can't be good. Be careful, and good luck with your own growing of food. However you're doing it. We'll see you next video. See you later. Dock. While it's edible, it's incredibly boring. No, it's got some taste to it, but I wouldn't get excited about, that's for sure. It tasted damn sight better than those slugs that old Super Duck was downing.